and freaks. I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip, and we're going to look at what is coming towards you over the next 48 hours. We're going to do just kind of like a wild card read, just see what energies are in play over these next 48 hours, considering it is the last 2 days of the Aries Point Road opener. I thought it might be fun just to kind of dip into the collective pool, see what energies are in play, what's coming our way. We're going to look at it from an elemental perspective as we've been doing. And so we're going to start with air, then we'll go into fire, then we'll go into water, and we'll go into earth because that's also the chain of manifestation. We've been working with that quite a bit. There's a reason why I've been bringing manifestation in so strongly, not just because of the Aries point, but also to get the collective kind of in the flow of the current of energy that will be coming in with into season at summer solstice right before we hit that Aries point in July. So this is significant. This is significant. And we're just going to dive right into it. I did get an initial download for you all. The download that I got was that you're going to have something coming towards you, an opportunity. It could be in the form of somebody coming towards you to make some kind of offer towards you. This could be a business offer. This could be a romantic offer. This could be an offer to open up a certain line of communication again, to enter into some kind of healing with another. And this is coming in within these next 48 hours. You're going to see signs of this filtering in. I think that you're going to initially encounter a sense of frustration around this. The frustration is around feeling that it took too long. But there's some ways that you're not really understanding that you held up the show. Ted just confirmed that. And it really revolves around your inability to relinquish a certain standpoint, a certain position, a certain belief, a perspective that actually had you kind of controlling the show. That's what I got. Had you kind of controlling the show, maybe more than you realize, maybe not really understanding how much some of your behaviors have been mirrored in the person you've been dealing with. For those of you who are going to have somebody coming towards you that wants to like work things out with you. And this can apply on any level. I mean, it could be with a friend, it could be with a family member. Obviously, there's a lot of different stories out there in the collective, but this is sort of the heart of the message, that there is something coming in. There's an opportunity. There's an opportunity. For some of you, it's not about another person. For some of you, it's about like this job opportunity comes through. Maybe you put in a resume a long time ago. You never thought, anything was going to come of it because it's been quite a while. All of a sudden, they reach out to you. They want you to fill the position. So it's interesting because there's this piece about timing that's very much connected to it. And there's very much also this piece with the Mercury retrograde energy in play that it's like a missed opportunity or some what you thought was a missed opportunity, but it wasn't a missed opportunity. It was a matter of timing. It was a matter of synchronicity. It was a matter of alignment. It comes into alignment now. There's also like a frustration around it though, because there's a feeling of having waited for it so long, you may not be sure you even want it anymore. Understanding where that piece is coming from as well. 4:44 on the clock when I said that, understanding where that's coming from is, are you trying to hold up the show now that you feel like somebody else kind of like put you on ice, put you on the back burner, uh, you know, made you wait around? I mean, you never have to wait around. Waiting is a personal choice. Life is always moving. You're responsible for the flow of your life, right? We all hold accountability for our choices. And if you're waiting around, you know, nobody's making you wait around on anything. Maybe that's a story you told yourself. Maybe waiting around has been a way that you've been able to have control in the situation. I think there's a lot of power dynamics coming forward in this. For those of you receiving some kind of lost opportunity, like a job, I'm getting job opportunity, some kind of work opportunity coming back around. For some of you, it could be an old place of employment. They now value what you brought to the table. They want to bring you back in. Maybe this situation didn't end too well. They want to renegotiate. They want to renegotiate. There's every indication that this is a good opportunity that is coming towards you. It's a good opportunity, but you could get in the way of it by staying stuck in what happened back there, not being willing to kind of like look at things from a new angle, maybe open up a new perspective about how something beneficial can actually come out of it, beneficial for all parties. Look for this to come in. Okay, that's what I got. That's the initial download. We're going to go ahead and just start shuffling up for the piles. Yeah, there was something that was out of balance in the past with the two of diamonds here in the shadow. But there's a moving forward now with the Jack of Clubs. All right, that's fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something had to come to an ending, you know, and the ending was really understanding how you were doing a disservice to yourself by holding on to things that you had outgrown, you know, telling yourself that you had to wait around. You know, I think that you were in this position of trying to find your balance for a while, trying to figure out how to move forward. And what was holding you back was your unwillingness to actually allow yourself to move forward, you know, to let that tower fall in your life. Like you felt some sense of obligation to wait around, something along these lines. But I think you really realized the way you were betraying yourself with that, with the Five of Spades collective. You realized I can't sit here wasting time no more, you know, I can't waste time no more. This also had something to do with you valuing your time. I really feel you needed to understand the value of your time, the value of your time, you know, because it's never guaranteed. It's never guaranteed with the Four of Diamonds coming up in the shadow. You never know how much time you have left. And just as I say that, who shows up but Lady Death, you know? I'm getting like big Santa Muerte energy. I love Santa Muerte. I'm actually wearing a marrying, marrying, interesting, marrying. Maybe some of you have been in marriages where you've been having challenges or really long-term relationships. And maybe there's been this difficulty with really accepting what's going on in that connection. Maybe there does need to be an ending in that connection, but maybe the ending is not quite what you think it is. Maybe it's an ending of a way of being in relationship that needs to be reevaluated. I meant to say I made this rosary to Santa Muerte. I feel a real deep affinity with Santa Muerte. And this is bringing that big Santa Muerte energy to me. It's in the shadow, but I feel like in this instance, with how this is coming in, it's empowering. It's sort of like Santa Muerte is coming through to say there's value in the deaths in life. And sometimes those deaths are personal deaths. They come in the form of a death to our illusion, a death to the ways we've held ourselves back, you know. A lot of this has to do with you releasing that energy that, you know, got brought in on the download, releasing the energy of anger or frustration, you know, feeling like your time has been wasted. You know, you never know how much time you have, so you stole time from yourself, You know, you stole time from yourself by waiting around too long, in this place of lack with 5 diamonds. You know, you've needed this, all right? You've needed to come to this awareness before there could be a moving forward with, you know, like passionate purpose, something that's really going to light you up. It is coming in with the Ace of Clubs, all right? So it's coming in the next 48 hours. You agree, Ted? Ted just said yes, and I'm going to let Ted out here. We got it raining out here today. I always love when the rain comes in. It's so cleansing. Just washes all the old energy away. I'm going to go out for a walk in it later. I love that. Just getting like, you know, a spiritual bath from nature itself. And I think I'll turn on the comments here just in case anybody drops something there. All right. So shuffling for air sign collective. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's coming toward air sign collective, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius over the next 48 hours? What's coming toward air sign collective, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius over the next 48 hours? Do be aware as I bring in these signs, we are looking at any significant placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, or significant placement in that house. What houses are we talking about? Gemini, we're looking at the 3rd house. Libra, we're looking at the 7th house. And Aquarius, we're looking at the 11th house. All right. Let me make sure Ted doesn't need to come in before I shuffle these out here. I'll leave that open for him since it's raining out there. What's coming in for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius over these next 48 hours? What's coming toward Gemini, Libra, Aquarius over these next 48 hours? All right, we got one thing here. It's at the crossroads, okay? So something's going to be presented to you, air sign collective. A choice. That's what the crossroads are about, a choice. You're going to have a choice to make over the next 48 hours, okay? This might have something to do with a past disappointment, all right? That's what I got, a past disappointment, something that, you know, you've been feeling a little reflective about, okay? What's coming in for fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over the next 48 hours? What's coming toward fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over the next 48 hours? What's coming in for fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over the next 48 hours? What's coming toward fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over the next 48 hours? And for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, as far as houses, we're looking at the 1st house, the 5th house, and the 9th house, all right? All right, what's coming toward fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over the next 48 hours? What's coming in for fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over the next 48 hours? What's coming in for fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over the next 48 hours? What's coming in for fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the next 48 hours? Oh, very interesting. Very interesting with the way that flipped out, and it's covering air's card. So once again, it's been coming in all this week, and just now my right palm is starting to itch. That's about abundance, you know, that's about abundance. They say that's when you're about to receive something, okay? About to receive something. It's interesting. Maybe you're wanting to heal something with an air sign, fire. There's something happening here. This has been going on for the past few weeks, something about air and fire coming in together. There's something that air and fire are, working through. It's interesting as well, fire sign collective, because your card was at like the crossroads position, but you're making a choice. You're making a choice about a particular connection here. I feel particular connection, a particular situation. We'll dive into that more. We're just getting out the initial cards, and once we dive in, we'll start pulling out, clarification cards and playing with all the decks and having some fun. All right, let's see what is coming toward water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces over the next 48 hours. What's coming toward water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces over the next 48 hours? Spirit, what's coming toward water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces over the next 48 hours? And in terms of house, we're looking at fourth house for Cancer. We're looking at eighth house for Scorpio. And we're also looking at 12th house for Pisces. Do be mindful that even if you don't have strong water placements in your chart, you want to really look at those houses, because there's a lot significant happening with water right now. All right, we do have the Scorpio South Node action going on. So probably the collective will really relate to water regardless if they have strong water placements or not at this time. So do be mindful of that, as well as the influence of one of the water signs rulers, Scorpio's ruler, Pluto, being in Aquarius right now, which affects everybody. It affects, the World Wide Web. It affects all of our networks, all of our social circles, our communities, all of that. So collective really should be tuning into water at this time, because there's a lot there, even if you don't have strong water in your chart. And additionally, we have Saturn in Pisces at this time. So a lot shifting collectively around water. Just wanted to bring that in. That was wanting to be brought in. All right, so what's coming toward the water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces over these next 48 hours? What's coming in for the water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces over these next 48 hours? What's coming in for the water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces over the next 48 hours? What's coming in for the water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Ooh, okay, wow. And again, now this is the first time that's happened. We finally have water moved all the way over to air and is kind of covering it. There's also a decision here. A decision. It seems like air is sort of sparking a lot of decisions. That's really interesting. Okay, we got water coming in there. We got water coming in there. So we'll see what that's about. And this is also something's coming out of a crossroads position for water. Water is being prepared to take an action. Now it's interesting because air's card came out face down, all right? And it's totally at a crossroads position. It hasn't moved into making a decision. So a lot of you in the collective may be waiting for an air sign to like sort of reveal their hand. That factors into your situation in some way. This could also be that you've been really weighing up some kind of action you're considering taking, that it's really been in that realm of air for you, collective, that you've been in your head about this. It's just very interesting because I see here so far we got fire is just moving out of the crossroads, but was connected to air because the card flew out right on top of air. And same thing with what just came through for water sign collective. It went all the way over, landed on top of that air, and is also making a choice. So it's very interesting. We have some movement going on, but air is like, all right, let's see what's coming in for Earth sign collective, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. over the next 48 hours. What's coming toward Earth sign collective, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn over the next 48 hours? Trying to bring something together, having some trouble with that. Stuff is a little stuck. All of a sudden, I'm having trouble bringing these cards together. That's very unusual. These cards normally have no issue with that. Okay. What's coming in for Earth sign collective, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn over the next 48 hours? A little stubbornness might be involved in this situation. That's what I'm just picking up just now. A little stubbornness is sort of like I just got this, I got this image like, that's what I got. It's that kind of energy. It's that kind of energy. Oh my gosh, I just totally saw that image of like, when you're a kid and you're really pissed off about something. So maybe something from your like childhood is being activated. Maybe your inner child is pissed off. Maybe there's something that's sort of like acting as like a sort of like just picking at an old wound or something. There might be something coming up for you. You might be really in your position and being very intractable and angry and kind of stuck and stubborn because it's actually a very young part of you that's being activated in your situation. I don't know where that's coming from, but there's something going on there. So do be on the lookout for where you have Earth in your charts. Also be aware of those, those Earth houses, even if you don't have anything there. You want to be mindful of where the Earth houses are in your chart, and pay attention to those areas of your life where you're being stubborn, where you may be too intractable, okay, for the collective. So with Taurus, we're looking at the second house. For Virgo, we're looking at the sixth house. And for Capricorn, we're looking at that 10th house. So the second house for Taurus is all about what you value. It's also about that Taurus North node. It's about finances, definitely finances, but it has a lot more to do with how that translates to a sense of worth. It's also about valuing your time, okay? And that got brought in. Maybe you've been holding up a show. Maybe you've been holding up a show and you're frustrated. I'm just getting this coming in as a download for Earth. Maybe you're holding up the show and you're frustrated. You're frustrated because you feel like other people should be moving things forward, but you're choosing to wait. You're choosing to wait on other people. You don't have to do that. It's kind of that same kind of message, but maybe there's like sort of holding things up is being used as a bargaining chip to make a point, that you're using that as a way to make a point. Okay, I don't know where that's coming from, but let's see what this is about. All right, what's coming in for the Earth sign collective, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn over these next 48 hours? Oh, that came up real fast. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you've decided to take an action. You've decided to take an action through inaction to cause frustration in another. This is what's coming up. This has been coming up a lot too in relation to Earth. It's pretty interesting. All right, we're going to dive into this and we're just going to see what wants to come in. Okay, Earth is really talking to me a lot right now, but we're gonna start out here. All right, so it's interesting. Okay, it's interesting. So it looks like what's coming in for the air sign collective, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, over the next 48 hours is some kind of healing. There's some kind of healing coming in. We see this, it's coming up in the light. And I don't think that you're making emotion. feels like you're also really focusing on your own healing right now. So I think maybe over these next 48 hours, you're just really tending to yourself, maybe creating some space and some time to pamper yourself a bit and just take a time out and just relax. I feel like this energy is very relaxed. It's open, which is a good sign, you know. There's sort of like an unbothered quality to it, is what I got. You know, just feeling very at peace. I think you're going to be just allowing yourself to rest a little bit. And I do feel like there's somebody that's coming towards you. They want to open up some kind of opportunity for healing. It very well could be a fire sign energy. I say that because the fire collective has the same card actually coming up for them. Theirs is in the shadow. So I think that, a little bit of bleeding is happening here. So there's a little bit of cross watcher energy. That's what happens when you're reading for a particular collective and another starts to kind of bleed in, but they are sharing the exact same cards. Both have the three of hearts. What's different is that for the fire sign collective, it's in the shadow, which means I think that fire sign collective recently came to some kind of awareness about the need for healing, maybe the ways that they sabotage that healing that they feel like they need. There's been something that's come forward, some kind of awareness, and I do think that they want to address this. Something's come to light. Something's come to light. I get that. So you might have a fire sign energy moving towards you that wants to open up lines of communication to bring something into balance between the two of you, some kind of healing opportunity. I believe it comes in through communication. I feel like this person that's coming towards you, try to be gentle, try to stay in this soft, open space. I don't feel like that's going to be a problem. I see your energy is showing up really balanced right now, Air Sign Collective. I feel like you are at that place of balance in your heart. Um, I think you've done a lot of integrating work around your past. Maybe this person that's coming towards you has recognized their past patterns. And this is something that recently just came to light for them. I think they have some fear around moving toward this. I think they have some fear around opening this up again. I think they have some fear around expressing what it is they have to express. And I'm really getting this piece that's very important for you to just be open, and stay in that space of being able to hold space for what comes forward, be receptive to it. Let's see. I think I want to go ahead and it's going to present some kind of choice for you. It's going to present some kind of choice for you because we see it's at the crossroads for you, Air Sign Collective. So I think it's your choice is going to be around, do I want to heal this connection with this person? I think it's going to require um, an investment of your time and your energy. I do see you have been through a healing process of your own, and you have been really focused on getting yourself into a place of balance. And it looks like you're in a really good space right now. So this might be why this throws you in the crossroads, because you might be wondering, should I open up to this opportunity? I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting Kipper for clarification. So we got marriage on the bottom of the deck here, okay? So this is somebody who wants to form some kind of union with you, all right? This could be a marriage that's wanting to be healed, a long-term commitment that's wanting to be healed. This is somebody who maybe was kind of a player in the past, really realizing they want a deeper sense of commitment. This can also be some kind of business merger, somebody who's wanting to build something with you. There's something coming together here. I think in the cases of like business mergers, whoo, oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. A bunch just fell out on my lap with that. Great fortune, bad health, main male, change, message of concern. Okay, so I think this is what's coming forward in relation to that message, because we know not every message that comes through is for everybody, okay? But when a message comes through like that, I always speak to it. I think that this is some situation here where there's some change happening in a business. I do feel like you've had connection with this business person before. It's coming up as a main male here, okay? I believe that there was some man that runs this business. Maybe this person is having some bad health. They need to step away for a while. They need to get some medical procedures. I got It's going to put them sort of like, on hold with really being present for their business. This person's reaching out to you. They're offering you some kind of opportunity to sort of take the reins, run the show for them. They want you to help lighten the load while they do this recovery work that they need to do. For some of you, this person needs to go through some kind of recovery process. Maybe this person is wanting to check into rehab, something along these lines. That means they can't handle affairs, they can't handle matters, they can't handle their business. I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of situation here where somebody is having some health issues, and because of this, they need to um, step back for a while, and they're asking you to kind of come in and take the reins to lighten the load and keep things running smoothly. I feel like this person is familiar with your capabilities. They know that you have the ability to hold it down. This might even be in relation to some kind of healing profession. This could be somebody who wants to hire you as well. I'm getting this for those of you who do any kind of healing work, coaching work, something along these lines. This could be somebody who really wants you to, dive deep with them, work one on one with them, to help them get to a place of real balance and wholeness in their lives where they feel like they really can, move forward in their life in an empowering way. It has the feel of transformational work. I'm really picking that up. And it might be somebody who's, going through some kind of recovery process. There's great fortune for you. There's great fortune in it for you. Okay. Got the bad health with the main male. And there's some kind of change happening, in this situation. You might have to travel too. There might be some kind of travel involved. You might need to go to a different location, to take this on, something along these lines. It does come in as a message of concern, and we have the 5. It's a change, it's an unexpected change. We see that come in because we also had change here, right? Okay, so something's changing here. This is unexpected. The message gives concern because this person's in bad health. Okay, so I feel like this is somebody that you have closeness to. All right, so there is some kind of concern here, but it brings you great fortune. That's what you can't see right now. There's something here that you're meant to step into this. Okay, for those that this is speaking to, this really has something to do with some kind of healing work you do. You might be involved in the holistic health field, or you might do some kind of spiritual counseling, spiritual healing work. You might do workshops, anything along these lines. There's something, I feel like this person who's offering you this person has some kind of standing. You might be surprised when you hear who's reaching out to you. This might be a really established business person, and they see something in you. It's almost like they're taking a risk on you. I just got that. They're taking a risk on you. They've been watching you, actually. They've been watching what you've been doing. They've been watching your work. And they think that you're the right person to take on some kind of responsibility. I think this person is like either they're struggling with bad health, or one of their loved ones is really ill. and they feel like they need to be there and be more present, and they want to give you this opportunity. Some of you might feel like concerned, like, can I really do this? You might feel like you got a little bit of imposter syndrome, like, can I really step up to this? There's something here about like great fortune, like there's a lot of wealth that comes through taking this opportunity for those that's coming through for. All right, let's see. Let's get an actual shuffle out here. Anything else about that? Anything else about that for air sign collective? Tell me about this healing opportunity for air sign collective, because that was kind of a diversion. What's going on with this healing opportunity? Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe that is the healing opportunity, actually. I mean, the opportunity to expand your healing work. Okay. Okay. I was looking at it as like healing a connection, but maybe that's not it at all for Air Sign Collective. Maybe your healing work is gaining more exposure. House. There's a house involved in this situation, and it's interesting because I did say you might have to, go to a different location, or you might have to take over responsibilities. Within a home, within a household. Very interesting. House. There was a piece about you might need to go somewhere else to take advantage of this opportunity. We see that with change and the car, and this might mean actually moving, relocating. Relocating. Okay, so a move could very well be part of this. But initially there's some kind of concern because there's something here about somebody is struggling with some kind of health issue. I also feel like for those of you that are being given like a major opportunity to step up to the plate and gain some kind of big success, or really have the chance to showcase your work and back it up, it might be a really big moment, a big opportunity that you're being offered, and you might feel concerned because you're unsure if you can really live up to it. I think there's something here about it's important for you to go for it. Okay. This might come in from a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for that. Maybe you feel concerned about taking the opportunity because you are dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that is struggling with some health issues, or you're supporting in some capacity, in some way, and you're concerned about, taking this opportunity. Does it take away time from offering support to this person? I think there's something that can be worked out here, really. There's something that can be worked out here. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I want to get just one tarot card too. Let's do one tarot card for any further clarification, then we'll move on to fire. Yeah, you're going to need to have some strength to get out of your head around this in order to take advantage of this opportunity. You really are. There's in some way you're telling yourself you're limited from taking this opportunity when it comes in Air Sign Collective. I just noticed in the split of the deck there, I had 8 of Swords to Strength card. Okay. Since that fire energy came in, some of you might be dealing with a Leo, or somebody with a strong Leo placement in their chart, or somebody who's really in the public eye. This might be some kind of opportunity that comes in from somebody that's in the public eye, like they're already very established. This is somebody who's got like a real like legacy of work. Okay, you might be surprised. Some of you might be surprised about what comes towards you over the next 48 hours. And these readings, as all readings are on this channel, are timeless. Okay, so whenever you find this, it has something to offer you, but could be really interesting here. Yeah, here you go. Air sign collective. There you are. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is definitely something coming in for you. You don't see it coming. You're kind of in this hanged man energy. I feel like you've been sitting here just sort of focused on, like it said, like it opened up, focused on relaxing, taking it easy, healing work. But in this hangman card, there are these bats, and bats are about rebirth, and something's being given a fresh, like, infusion of energy. And it's your work with the Three of Pentacles here. Okay. Look, judgment. And there's a real feeling of celebration around this. Look, cheers with the Two of Cups. Looks like you might be celebrating with someone too. Maybe you might be joining forces with someone too. I think this is bringing up the piece I was getting about healing a connection. This looks like some kind of, for those of you who've been dealing with any kind of challenges in a relationship, it looks like getting on the same page, or it looks like some kind of invitation coming forward with that Page of Cups coming in with the Two of Cups. Somebody wants to balance things out with you, Air Sign Collective. Somebody's wanting to come into union with you. For some of you, it's happening in your work, and it's like a merger, like some kind of opportunity comes in, and you're really happy about bringing this together. It's the building of your future. It's like this seed you planted, it's going to grow into a great fortune. For others of you, it's being in a relationship where maybe there was a little bit of juggling in the past, or somebody couldn't make up their mind, or there was like a runner chaser dynamic or something along these lines. And you're arriving at a place where both are starting to look at things differently, wanting to build something slowly, create more of a stable foundation, have a certain level of commitment to the connection. Okay. You're going to have a choice about this. There's a choice. And I feel like in order to take advantage of this opportunity, it's interesting that the house piece came in, because look, there's like the Tower comes in here. I do believe you're going to be surprised by this when it comes towards you, but it's a turn of fortune. All right. With the Wheel of Fortune here. And a lot of you are indeed dealing with the fire sign energy, because look what we got here. We got Knight of Wands moving forward very quickly. I think you're going to go for it. Going for it means that that something else has to be released, something else has to go. um, but I do see you moving forward toward it. I see you taking this opportunity. It's like it's got destiny feel to it. All right, destiny feel to it. Something really important is going to grow from it. And yes, I do think there's some kind of movement, um, relocation or travel, something along these lines may come in connection to this opportunity. It may disrupt some things at home as they've been, but I see this Tower as cathartic. I don't see it as a negativity. This Tower is coming through as cathartic, like, yeah, what's been going on, the way things have been, this how we've structured things on at home, it doesn't work anymore. We need to switch it up. We need to change the way we do these things. For some of you, um, this could be like there's remodeling going on at home too, and so this opens up the opportunity for you to like go off and travel a bit, or maybe go and do some exploring, something along these lines. So there's a lot of different ways you can look at it, but I feel like something is restructuring on the home front in relation to this. Um, but it's good, because what was going on before, it wasn't working. It wasn't working. And you get moving forward in a very like passion oriented way, like feeling really on fire about this. Like, yes, this is good. Let's do this. And where things have felt held up, and maybe you've been just focusing on yourself, it looks like somebody is coming in your situation that's like more in this space of really meeting you on that level. And you're very happy about this. You're very happy about this coming together. All right. But you have a choice. It's up to you. That's what I feel. You're being presented with a choice, and it's up to you if you want to take it or not, Air Sign Collective. All right. So now we're going to go into Fire Sign Collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You also had the Three of Hearts, okay, in reverse, coming up in the shadow. This lets me know that you've been reflecting a lot on the past. You've been reflecting on some situation from your past. It's kind of absorbed your thoughts. You're really wanting to have some kind of healing in this situation. Some of you are dealing with air signs, and I say that because the way that this card flew out and covered air in the pre-shuffle. Some of you, it's things that you said that you wish you could take back, and some of you, it's things that you never got to say. Things that you never got to say that you feel like you can't move forward until you communicate them. Either way, I really feel like there's some kind of healing that you're wanting to see happen, and it's oriented around your past or something that went down in the past that may have caused some kind of distance between you and another person, some kind of misunderstanding, some kind of separation. This could play out in any kind of dynamic, but I feel like it's close to your heart. This would be like a love. This would be like a family member, a really close friend. It's got that energy. There could be a lot of past orientation too. This could be somebody you've known a long, long time, or this person just really feels foundational in your life. So to not be on the same page as them feels really off. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. You're wanting to connect with this person. I feel like you want to open up some kind of healing process with this person, see if you can work things out, get on the same page. Um, I think that there's this part of you, though, that realizes that maybe, you really said some harsh things, or maybe things ended really harshly, and you've really been looking at your part in that. Or maybe you had some kind of shadow behavior, you know, that negatively impacted the relationship. This could be a tendency to triangulate, okay, with the Three of Hearts in reverse. It's making me think of like third party dynamics. So this could be like maybe you brought a third party element in, or maybe in your past relationships you've dealt with that theme a lot where people cheated on you, and because of that, maybe you sabotaged a connection because you were sort of looking at that relationship through eyes of the past, like making assumptions, thinking this person was just like your ex, something along those lines. And you actually realize that's not the case at all. Something's come to light for you. I do feel like maybe you're feeling a little bit just a little hesitant about moving forward toward this. For some of you, you feel like a little begrudging about it in some ways. I got this little piece of this, like, well, but what about me? What about how I was hurt? What about how I was experienced? What I experienced in the situation, and feeling like that isn't really being acknowledged. I got a little bit of that. Maybe some of you have known like that you wanted to heal this connection, or you wanted to resolve this connection, but there was a little bit of this piece of like not wanting to be the one to make the first move, feeling like that other person should be the one to make the first move, or you purposely have been putting it on ice and hold. It is coming up in the shadow, okay? Purposely holding on this person, at bay, putting the situation on ice because you wanted to teach them a lesson. You wanted to teach them a lesson. There's a lot here. There's a lot here. Let's get some clarification on this. I want to get some clarification on this. What do I want to use for clarification on this? Okay, this tarot is wanting to come out for you all. Black and white tarot. Let's make things really clear for Fire Sign Collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, any strong placement in the chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, or loaded house. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's interesting. It does have to do it, when I looked at it, it's in reverse. Okay. So for a lot of you, this does have to do with some kind of love relationship. It does have to do with some romantic relationship. I think things like got kind of rough, between you and this person. I think there was some pretty harsh words exchanged. That's what I got. I feel like it's around communication. I also feel like somebody went really cold around communication. Ted just said yes. Maybe blocked somebody. This could be blocking somebody on social media. This could also be, just going cold to them, just not, yeah, look at, and it was around like some kind of sneaky stuff. All right. So somebody did cheat, somebody did triangulate with that Seven of Swords come in. This might have been like cutting off a person, cutting off a relationship to go towards somebody else. There's some kind of reticence about, this healing. It's either because you feel like this person cheated on you, all right, and you don't want to give this person another chance, or you feel like this person's really sneaky. You feel like this person's a liar. There's always something they're hiding, or you played that role. You cheated. You had a secret. You hid from this person. And that's what caused the division. And so even though you want to heal it, you're not sure if it's a good idea, if it's going to bring more problems. Yeah, it's that whole hidden element with the high priestess, You've been trying to feel this out, if you should go for it, if you should, do a U-turn, if you should accept this person's offer. For some of you, because it is about what's coming towards you. So I think what's coming towards you is sort of like unknown for the fire sign collective. You don't know what's going to come towards you when you take this action. I feel like you all are being the ones who are initiating this step. I do. There's some kind of initiatory energy with the fire sign collective coming in. There's some kind of action you're taking. Give me clarity on this for fire sign collective. And I know you're taking an action because where air sign collective is still at the crossroads, no movement. Okay. You're making a choice, and the choice you want to make is to go back there and clean up what got so heavy, what got so heavy at the end there, so you can lighten up a bit. I feel like it's been weighing on you. I feel like it's been weighing on you. You just don't want this heaviness anymore. You'd rather just address it. You want to move forward with this, You want to move forward with this. It's almost like it's like my get out of jail free card. I just say that because I turned and looked at the dice, and I just see, this running forward, and on the top there is the paddy wagon, So I feel like you've kind of been at the crossroads for a while with this situation. You've been wanting to move forward, but you felt really stuck. And I think you're ready to take this gamble, but you don't know what you're going to be greeted with a high priestess, because something is unseen. Okay. So what's coming toward fire sign collective? What's unseen? What is the thing that they can't see about what's going to come toward them when they take this action? What's coming forward, fire sign collective, over the next 48 hours? Okay. Judgment. It looks like the renewal will come in. Okay. Because this is like, I almost see this as like you making the call, right? You making the call. And I think you find that it brings about what you're hoping for. It brings reinvigoration in the situation. Something is answering the call. Okay. The call is not being refused. All right. Some of you, this is like your notification going off on your phone. You send off a message, you DM somebody, and then you get that notification that, yeah, they're taking the call. Oh yeah. Look I didn't even notice this. This card had come out with it. Look at the Chariot. Yeah. It moves things forward. That's what you can't see. If you take the risk, you're going to get this opportunity to work it out with this person in this situation. I do feel like you're making a call or you're sending a message or something like that. This person responds. It gets things moving forward. Gets things moving forward. And you've been weighing this up for a long time. You've been really stubborn, and a lot of it has to do with you've been guarding your heart. Okay, you've been guarding your heart. You're nervous about being this kind of like sensitive, going to these places, going to these places. I feel like you're a person that comes off like I'm tapping into a certain energy right now. I'm tapping into a masculine energy. I feel like you come off kind of like brash. You know what I'm saying? Like normally you kind of move through the world in such a way that, people would think that you're just unaffected by anything. I feel like you come off as really confident. I think if you asked anybody around you, they would think you were just so confident. Like you really just like nothing can phase you, but I don't feel like you feel confident in this situation. It's like there's worry or concern about how will it be received, and I feel like you're going to be received. You're going to be received. This person's going to pick up your call. It's going to move things forward. How is it going to move things forward? How's it going to move things forward? How's it going to move things forward for the fire sign collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, over these next 48 hours? How's it going to move things forward? How's it going to move things forward? In what way? Okay. Cup cards came out there. Look at that. That call is going to bring you two into alignment. Look at this. Look at this. There's celebration around this. I think you two are willing to work on this. That's beautiful energy. And it looks like there's a mutual sense of appreciation too. You're giving each other your flowers. So there might be this piece here where you might not realize how much this person is ready to come into alignment with you. There's a mutual sense of appreciation here. I think you're going to get a warm reception. That's not what you're expecting. I think you feel awkward. That's what I get. Like there's this sense of awkwardness with the initial contact with that fish in the cup. It's sort of like, hey, I know I screwed up back there, or I know I went ghost, or I feel there was some kind of awkward situation. That's what I feel. There's some kind of awkwardness in reaching out for one reason or another. Maybe it's even because when you had an opportunity to connect with this person in the past, for some reason you were caught up in something else. And so maybe you just kind of like set aside the opportunity and you set it aside. You could have been distracted elsewhere. You could have, I'm just noticing, look at, you know, so many skeletons. It kind of has that energy. Like you might have, if you had multiple player dynamics going on, you might have been kind of caught up otherwise. And then you didn't realize until the further you got from this person that it's got big, like grass is not always greener on the other side kind of energy. And you realize, wow, I didn't water my own grass. And then there's this sense of really appreciating a person. You didn't appreciate their role, their value in your life, something along these lines, or they didn't appreciate, your role, your value in their life. I feel like you're the one taking the action, though. I really am. I think you've gotten a new view on something. And this could apply, in a family dynamic, in a friendship, lots of different ways this could play out. Lots of different ways this could play out. But it's coming through in the form of interpersonal relationships. The heart's very much involved here. And there's a real strong desire to get on the same page with another person, work things out, start fresh. And there's some kind of celebration that comes through here. Mutual appreciation. It turns out better than you expected. I'm going to go ahead and just get any further clarification with, no, Kipper's wanting to come out today. I don't normally work with Kipper. So let's just see. Kipper only comes out every once in a while, but is really wanting to come out on this read for some reason. So for some of you, this could have to do with a child. Okay, maybe you needed to get on the same page. With a child, maybe you felt like you and your child haven't been on the same page, or maybe you've been dealing with like some type of custody arrangements, something along these lines. And um, maybe for one reason or another, you feel like you haven't been as present in your child's life as you've needed to be, but you've made some kind of, you're making some kind of effort to reconnect, drop in. This is like kind of parent child reunion in some cases. This is, um, you know, strengthening your relationship with your child for some of you, for that to come in the way that did. I think there's something really positive that happens here. Okay. For some of you, this has to do with the main female, the main woman in your life, getting on the page with, maybe a baby's mama for some of you. Okay. Just for the child piece to come in earlier. I do feel like this is some woman that you want to make a gesture to. I'm noticing that she's holding a rose. Okay. Maybe you wonder, I don't know why, but I just had that. I mean, I've never even seen it, but I've just seen like little clips and stuff, like online about, was it called The Rose? That show, that dating show, that reality show where, they give out a rose to the person they choose. I know it was one of those reality things, but it gave me that kind of vibe. Like maybe you're wondering, who is she going to give a rose to? The two is there. There's somebody you're wanting to come in alignment with. Some main woman, some main lady you got your eyes on. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on here? What's going on here? Give clarification, please, for Fire Sign Collective about reaching out for this. Like, it looks like a reconciliation of some sort, some kind of healing with somebody. Looks like, for some of you, it's a child, you're wanting reconciliation, more closeness with your child. For some of you, it's with a baby mama that straightens out maybe like custody arrangements, something along these lines. For some of you, it's related to, you got your eyes on a lady and you want to make an offer. You're wondering if she'll take your offer. Maybe there's, with that rose energy to come in, maybe there's a lot of people kind of like wanting that rose. Maybe you feel like it's a little competitive. That piece about insecurity came through. Maybe you wonder, maybe you feel insecure about that. Ooh, yeah. Gift. So there's some gift being given. With that Four of Wands coming in, some of you want to propose to this woman. Some of you want to propose to this woman, the Four of Wands, or give some kind of like token. Some of you may receive some kind of token, I'm getting jewelry. I don't know why I got that. I got jewelry. I feel like it's something that's stating like, some kind of commitment, even if it's not like marriage with the intention of marriage, even if it's not like a proposal, I feel like it has that energy behind it, like a statement of commitment, some kind of gift. And I also feel like where you have fear about reaching out and making inroads towards reconciliation or healing, um, there's something about not staying in that place of wondering and what can lead to regret down the road with what ifs, by just taking the opportunity to, reach out. And there's some kind of gift that comes through that. There's some kind of gift that comes through that. And even in like the most difficult situations where maybe there's been a lot of heavy stuff that went down, because I got that Mary Oliver quote. Someone once gave me a box of darkness, and I realized this too was a gift. It's like there's something that's come forward, there's some kind of knowledge. I also feel like this may be an acknowledgement. You may be giving or receiving a gift that is somebody wanting to acknowledge the role, that was played in that person's life. You've helped me grow. I've learned a lot of things from you. So there's something sweet that's coming through this, and it's about really appreciating another person's role in your life. wanting to heal the connection, wanting to have future growth with that Four of Wands, wanting to present this opportunity to heal connection and to take it to the next level. Looks like some kind of gift comes through with that 17 energy. It's a new beginning. You feel compelled to do this, compelled to take this opportunity by what's coming forward in your spirit. You feel like it's your soul talking to you. You feel this soul tug, and it brings about a positive manifestation and alignment with that 8 energy. This is you stepping into your power. And I also think if you were somebody who maybe you didn't move correct, or you caused some kind of hurt, or there's been some kind of misunderstanding in relation to what you said, um, this is a real power point of your personal healing, to be able to speak that truth and come forward and communicate, and something really beautiful comes out of it. That's what I got for you over the next 48 hours. Looks like you're preparing to take an action over the next 48 hours. I really feel that. I really feel the movement, the momentum is coming from you. And so, collective, look at where you have fire in your chart. Look at your fire houses. That might give you a clue, about where you might be starting to feel the pull to move forward, take a risk, reach out for something that maybe, you put on the back burner before, or you weren't ready because you had insecurities. Okay. Have a look at that. And fire, you might be dealing with air, just the way that came in. All right. Okay. Let's go to water. Sit here. Water Sun Collective, I get that you're tired of staying stuck. You do not want to hold space for this anymore. Um, this is something that's been very stressful for you. It's weighed really heavily on you. And you feel like you need to move away from it. You might be distancing yourself from something, or from a situation, a place, that you realize that you're stagnating there, that you could wait forever and this situation's not going to turn around, or it's not going to be what you want it to be. And you're not wanting to stay stuck in the conflict of that anymore. It's almost like, to stay in your present situation, in your present relationship, in your present standpoint, like view of the situation, whatever it is, okay, that as long as you continue to stay in this position, you're going to continue to feel that conflict, that inner conflict. There's not the ability for you to be at peace. Something needs to be moved away from in your situation, and it's something that's coming in as a shadow aspect. So it's something you view as a negativity in your life. This is either like a person that's affecting you on a real negative level. They feel like an oppressive influence in your life. Or there's some kind of like, I got cruelty. Maybe you feel this person's cruel to you, or they've been cruel to you. They've hurt you in some way. Maybe you feel like this person's emotionally abusive. I got that. If you're dealing with an emotionally abusive situation, it's so important that you put down those boundary lines and do what you can to move away from it. Also, get yourself some support. Feel like you need support, you know. Yeah, some of you have been dealing with somebody that really did a number on you. Did a number on you. It feels like really like a lot of like emotional manipulation. I think you feel like this person like mind fucked you. That's what I got. I don't know why that's coming in, but it is. And it really affected you on an emotional level. That's for somebody. All right. For others of you, it's just realizing where I'm at. I'm stagnating here. I'm putting on like this show that I feel happy here, but I'm not. I'm not. This troubles me. This troubles me. I don't let anybody see that this troubles me. I'm holding it inside. I process it on my own because I feel a great responsibility to hold a certain role a certain position. I saw a bird fly by just then. So it's like, I feel like you're wanting freedom. You're wanting freedom of movement. You're wanting freedom to do what you want to do, what feels good to you. You're tired of being tied to this post, but you tied yourself to this post. You don't have to stay stuck here. You don't have to stay stuck here. I also feel like you've been in your head about a decision. You might want to move forward emotionally in a situation. Like, you might want to move towards somebody. You might feel like you want to give your heart to somebody or give your love to somebody. And doing so, moving forward toward that, it brings like a whole boatload of trouble with it. I got that too. And so you've really been stuck in your head about it and trying to decide, do I go toward this or not? Do I go toward this or not? And it might be one of those scenarios where you're like, damned if you do and damned if you don't. And it was 1:11:01 on the clock when I said that. Yeah. And security might be factoring in really strongly for you, to go in the direction of this thing that's sort of like, got you getting a little bit of the butterflies in your belly, and sort of stirring your heart in a way that you feel like it hasn't been stirred for a long time. This might really threaten your security. It might mean you have to move away from something in order to, go towards this thing or this person. And at the same time, there's a shadow aspect of it. So there's almost this piece of like, this is what's coming through. There's no way for you not to look like an asshole to go toward this thing. That's what I got. And that troubles you. Troubles you. Has something to do with like, it troubles you because you're like really stressed out about what other people are going to think about this. And I do see with it coming up in the shadow and just with the imagery, of like taking this trouble forward with you. There's some piece about this too that there's not something quite like right about this. Like maybe you did something that you're not too proud of in this situation, or maybe that what you're going towards, it might just be nothing but trouble in the end, and yet there's this part of you that can't help yourself. This could be an addictive connection. This could be some kind of addiction playing out in the like realm of relationship. I don't know why I got that. For some of you, this is like somebody that you have a child with. You've been back and forth with this person so many times. It's an unhealthy connection. It's unhealthy. It's not going to change. And you keep kind of like, even though you like move on from it, you say you're moving forward from it, you don't. You really don't. You always keep some kind of communication tie to the situation in hopes that it's going to become something more. Some of you moved on from this connection into a whole other relationship, and yet you still keep lines of communication open with your ex because you're hoping for some radical transformation that's going to like change that scenario. And by doing so, it's adding an icky element. It's like you've brought all these swords into your present connection. You're choosing to move away from something that's been like a shadow influence in your relationships. I got that very strongly for water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you're choosing to move away from this. You don't want to stay in this place like holding space for this anymore. That's what I got. You want to feel more freedom in your life too. So some of you might be realizing like, I don't want to be in a commitment. I don't want to be tied down. I want the freedom to explore. I recognize there's this part of me and I can't help but act out of this part of me. So as long as I continue to stay in this relationship, I'm really causing a lot of suffering, not just for myself, but also for my partner, because I want freedom. I want freedom. That's coming forward for somebody. That's coming forward for somebody. That's what I got. Okay. Oh yeah, Ted just. Yeah, somebody's having a hard time with this. They know that their action's gonna hurt somebody. Somebody gets hurt. Ted just confirmed again. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt in this process. How are they going to get hurt? Let's look at this, okay? Let's look at this. There's some mature woman involved in this situation that's going to be hurt, registering with the energy of 6. Okay, so that's Venus. Venus, what signs are ruled by Venus? Well, we got Libra and we also got Taurus in this situation. You could have Libra or Taurus strongly factoring in your chart as well. Maybe you are the one, Taurus, because maybe you're, I don't know why I said Taurus. Maybe because of the way it's leaning. The 6 of spades is kind of leaning upward and it's heading towards this pile of earth here, towards Earth's pile. Maybe that's why that's coming in. Came in that way for a reason. Could be a Taurus involved in this situation. You could have Taurus strongly aspected in your chart. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. This would be a woman that's like, you know, a little bit more mature, 40 and up, I'm getting, okay? You might feel this person might be really hurt. You might feel like you need to move away from this person. Some of you. This could be a mother factoring into a situation. With that Taurus energy to come in as well, this might be related to like moving up into that Taurus North Node energy. Hello. Yes. Yeah, totally. Yes. It is all timeless, you know, it is all timeless. Also, this could be speaking to a past situation as well. Um, for me to just notice your comment just now, this could be related to a past situation as well. Maybe you've been holding a lot of mental space for this past situation. This is done. This is over. This situation already happened. You're still in your head about it. You've been processing it. It's time to stop processing it and start to move away from that. Like the past is the past, move towards your future. That energy coming into with a mature mother. Okay, with a mature woman, this could be your mother. Maybe your mother is having an issue with this choice that you want to make. For some of you, the water energy, it makes me think of the womb space. It makes me think of the amniotic fluid. For some of you, this is you're older. You're older. You've been holding space for a relationship that, you know, isn't progressing, isn't moving forward. You're wanting to have a family. You're wanting to have children. You feel like time is ticking. You feel like time is ticking and you really want it. You want to have a baby. You want to have a baby. You're tired of waiting around on a situation that doesn't look like it's up leveling. You're thinking of moving forward. Some of you have been trying to get pregnant. You've struggled a lot with getting pregnant. This could be coming in for those of you who have a strong Libra or Taurus placement in your chart. I don't know why I got that. You're going to get good news. You're going to find out you're pregnant. This might be surprising. All right, a lot coming in for water sign collected, a lot of different stories there. Okay, it's all going to speak to all of you in a different way, but it's just the way I read. I bring them all in. I bring all the stories in. You're intuitive. You know which ones are yours and which ones aren't. But I want to make sure that I address the collective because there's no way in hell that a whole collective all has the same exact story. So that's why I bring in all the scenarios, because I want everybody to receive what they need from the read, you know? Let's see here. Give me clarity. Give me clarity about what's coming toward Water Sign Collective as they move away from whatever it is they're moving away from. You're making a choice to move out of the shadow of something. You're looking to move more into the light. You're tired of being held up. You're wanting to move into expansion. You're choosing to move away from something that's been troubling for you. What's coming toward Water Sign Collective as they move away from this energy? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's coming in? What's coming in for Water Sign Collective as they move away from this energy? What's coming in for Water Sign Collective as they move away from this energy? What's coming in for Water Sign Collective as they move away from this energy? What's coming in for Water Sign Collective as they move away from this energy? Ooh, you don't know. You don't know. You have no idea. Not the cards to use. Okay. Those? Okay. Yeah, you're still really thinking about it. You're thinking about somebody, okay? You're thinking about somebody that you have some kind of spiritual connection with. I see this. You feel like this person is your muse. I got that. Some of you are creative types. There's somebody that you're thinking about. They inspire you. Maybe you're wanting to move towards this person. You're wanting to move towards this person. You've been held up, not allowing yourself to move towards this person up to this point, but I think you've been making some decisions. I think you're well aware of your choices. You know that your choices aren't necessarily going to be well received by a lot of people. I got that. There's something about kind of like moving out of pocket in this situation. There's also something in this situation that is a little unfair. I'm picking this up. It's a little unfair. It's sort of like in some cases, it's got that like all's fair in love and war. Oof. And with this like pile of cards just totally like fell over. It's got like House of Cards falling down. I don't know. There's some shadow element operating in this situation. So it's interesting. It's like something's heavily cloaked, something's hidden, something's been a secret. I get that because I was trying to get, confirmation with the Kipper deck. And the Kipper is such an upfront deck and like nothing would come out. So let's see what happens with these. Hello. All right, what's coming in for Water Sign Collective? What's coming in for Water Sign Collective around this? What's coming in for Water Sign Collective around this? Give more clarification. What's coming in for Water Sign Collective around this? Ted is grumbling. There's something here. Something's not quite right here. I don't know what it is, but there's something not quite right here. It's almost like in order to move forward towards this thing, there's almost like this fess up energy or something attached to it. This like, ugh, I want to move towards this thing, but it means I have to like fess up or like there's something icky attached to it. That's what I got. There's something icky attached to it. It's just, it's like, why? That's what I just heard. Like, why? Why does it have to be like this? Why? Well, yep, look at that. Confirmation, invisibility. What does that say? Authenticity. This has been kind of like cloaked. I said cloaked. Look at that cloak. Look at that darkness. This has been shrouded. This has been hidden. Okay. And that's not going to fly. And I think you know that. So there's something that has to be exposed in order for you to go towards this. And it's not pleasant. It's like icky. It's icky. There's something that comes forward through this that's sort of like, it's like a wicked blessing kind of energy. Oh, that's an interesting message. I just got a really interesting message that came in with this. I got no good deed goes unpunished. I feel like whatever caused this situation to develop that's now like got this icky attachment and makes things complicated. Initially, there was something that was approached in this situation where it was like, oh, I'm just supporting you, I'm just here to support this person or vice versa. I'm a friend with a kind ear or something like that. But actually it kind of got like there was the shadow kind of was running the show the whole time. That's not true. There was like a deeper desire, there was a deeper motive there that has that cord of attachment. And I think you knew it, or this person knew it, there was also this acknowledgement that this isn't totally appropriate the way this is being approached. It's got intentionally hidden vibes to it. This was purposefully done. There's something that needs to come out. It requires owning up to something. Fess up energy. I got that. it's really insistent. I'm going to go ahead and get some tarot on this too, because it's just it's a very interesting energy coming forward for Water Collective. There's just been consistently really interesting energy coming forward in water and earth. I get it with the water. I get it, because we have, we have that Scorpio South node. So just collectively, people are working through like a lot of heavy stuff. But I don't get what the energy with earth has been really interesting. Yeah. I mean, there you are, bottom of the deck. Queen of Cups, okay? Queen of Cups, this makes me believe, that there's something like the feminine's been hidden here. The feminine is the hidden element. Maybe, maybe the feminine is, the one that, has kind of been connecting with someone behind the scenes. I don't know. It's coming up around the feminine really strongly. This also shows that it's something about, you were receptive. The feminine was receptive. The feminine came forward as like, oh, I'm here to help. I'm, let me be your kind ear to listen to. There's something about like emotionally holding space for somebody, but there's something compromising about it. And I feel like it's compromising because it became more than just holding space for somebody. And there's something like that's not quite on the up and up about it, or is manipulative about it. And there's something about what's coming towards you is the need to like expose this. Maybe some kind of truth is going to come out about this. Maybe somebody's going to reveal something about this. It's sort of like, do you do it first, or do you allow somebody to speak for you? It's about you speaking your truth, right? Don't let yourself be invisible. Don't let yourself be invisible and let somebody else tell the truth of the situation. If you want yourself to be represented, if something's going to come out, I mean, that kind of front and center there. All right, let's see what's coming toward Water Sign Collective in regard to this situation over the next 48 hours. What's coming toward Water Sign Collective in regard to this situation over the next 48 hours. Some of you feel like in your present situation, you feel invisible. You feel like, it's all about you holding space for other people, showing up for other people, being invested in other people. And you feel like you're just like, nobody gives a shit what's going on with you. You feel totally unseen, unacknowledged. You feel unrecognized for your efforts, or what you bring to the table. There's some piece about this. Some of you, this is big, like when love's no longer being served, I get it up from the table, kind of energy. Some of you are, pretty angry about this, and that's why it's hard for you to move forward and feel peace, because maybe that's the thing. Maybe you need to speak up. Maybe you need to pipe up. Maybe you need to, let them have it. Maybe you need to let your anger come up and out. Maybe you need to let that be seen. Woo, this might be towards a fire sign. You're feeling like that, because I just had coming in as a crossing influence, but going down, going south. Okay. Right on top of fire piles. So you might, yes, you're dealing with a fire sign. Look at that. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it was heading down south. So this means there's some fire sign you've dealt with where you feel like they haven't dealt with you quite correct. You feel this person's been selfish. This also may be somebody that is like hypersexual. This could have been somebody you had some kind of sexual dalliance with, some type of sexual connection with, something along these lines, or your involvement with this person is in some way, shape, or form sketchy. You don't want this revealed. You don't want this to come out. I don't know. Maybe you feel like this person didn't acknowledge you. Maybe you feel like this person was a time waster. Maybe you felt like this person was a liar. We got authenticity here, invisibility, authenticity, right? Maybe you feel like this person kind of kept you behind the scenes. I just got this for somebody, like you were involved with a fire sign, but they wouldn't represent you. They wouldn't represent you. It's like you were a secret, you know? That started to not sit right with you. And then it's like you needed to move away from this toxic part within yourself, this like shadow aspect of yourself where it's like, why am I letting this person treat me like my time is invaluable? You know, like I can just sit here on the back burner while they go off and, you know, screw other people, whatever that may be. I mean, wands, king of wands energy in reverse, that's totally non-committal. And it can be player energy, and it can be combative energy, and it can be manipulative, you know, manipulative. And also using sex as a manipulation very strongly when we're looking in the reverse. It can also be third party influence, you know, so there's some kind of dynamic here. And you may, you know, with for this to come in like this may be this person is coming towards you in the next 48 hours. And maybe this person is being sort of like hmm, I got this like sort of wheeling and dealing kind of energy. I'm picking up like finessing. It feels like finessing. Like this person is like wanting to come towards you and sort of like uh presenting an option. All right, an option for you to be an option. That's the vibe it's got. Like um hey, you know, what if we just kind of like kept this connection on the down low? Like how do you feel about that? Because it requires you to be invisible, and that's so out of alignment with who you really are. Who you really are is, you know, you standing in your authenticity, not wanting to be a secret. You don't want to be a secret, you want to be seen. But this person is sort of like only allowing the opportunity if you remain hidden. That's coming in for some of you. I see you're making a choice to move away from it though. You're moving away from this. I don't see you taking this. I see you leaving, like exit, stage left, stage left. Like maybe you felt like this situation went left. Maybe you felt like it was all a show. It was all for show. Um, hmm, maybe something felt like artificial about it, really artificial. Maybe you never knew what this person's truth was. They just would never come up and out with it. And now I'm also getting this piece. This person could have ghosted you. Either way, it looks like you're moving away from a situation. You're choosing not to suffer in the situation anymore. And there's some truth coming out. I do feel like despite efforts to keep things hidden, something is being exposed. Okay. Something is being exposed. I want to get an angel card for the water sign collective because that's kind of a, yeah, look at this person had a lot of options, man, with the 7 of Cups. This person's not a faithful person. This is the kind of person that wants to have a stable, you know? And I'm not going to call it a harem because it's not even like a harem. No, he doesn't even view it that way. You know what I'm saying? He wants to have a stable. This is a person who thinks he's a pimp. Horrible, horrible. But I got that energy. And then I heard that song, Anything Goes When It Comes to Hoes, because pimping ain't easy. Oh my God. This is that kind of guy that would have someone in every area code. You know what I'm saying? He's a rolling stone. He's always on the road because there's somebody he's got to keep happy, or else the whole house of cards comes falling down. You know, this is non-committal person. Non-committal person. But it feels like there's like something about it. Like maybe you thought you and this person had some kind of like secret, you know, agreement or whatever. And now you're starting to realize like, well, you're not the only one he has those agreements with. And it all feels kind of like really icky now. I don't like this energy. It's like making me feel like a little sick to my stomach, to be honest with you. Whatever this energy is here, this fire sign feels icky. picky. They don't have good intentions. They want to move forward with you, all right, but they don't want to move forward with you in a good way. It really compromises your authenticity, requires you to be out of integrity. Only you can choose to move out of this. You can't rely on this person to straighten. This person's not going to straighten up. This is who this person is. Who this person is. The magician. Yeah, look, they're a manipulator. The magician. Nithahia, the generous god. Spiritual wisdom and magic helps one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. I'm telling you, stuff is going to be exposed for sure. But this is also somebody to come in, the magician, which might be Aries energy. Might be Aries energy. The magician is Aries, King of Wands. Aries could fall in that category. For that to be heading south like that, though, that's highly manipulative. Like I was saying, finessing. That's what I'm picking up. Finessing. This is a person who knows what you want to hear and knows how to deliver it, to like con you. Got that kind of energy. This person has no desire to settle down. This person wants to explore. This person has no intention of anything serious, or they're trying to get you engaged in some dynamic where you have to really compromise your integrity in order to take the opportunity with this individual. I feel like it's already been compromised. I see it. It's very clear. It's already been compromised because the Six of Swords means you're just now considering to move out of a dynamic. That means you've been at the crossroads with this for a while. So let's get any more clarification on this. That was fast. All right. Yeah, in reverse, Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is all about you getting out of the anxiety of it. Purification, protection from the impious, religious sentiments. Yep. This has had you in your head for a while. You've had a lot of anxiety and stress about this. You may have had some sleepless nights around this. I don't know why I got this, but with the magician, I just got, for those of you who know somebody who operates in like the occult arts, this could be somebody was doing some kind of dream work on you. You may have noticed like you had like nightmares or really weird dreams that left you feeling like energetically vulnerable when you would wake up from them, almost like somebody had been like kind of like tapping around in your energy body. That's what I got. That's what I got. Look at it. It's like somebody's going to get punished for this. Okay. Look at that. Somebody's going to get punished for this, for acting like a petulant child. That's what I got. I think somebody's been worried about this, the repercussions of these actions. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. 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 There's some kind of purification required here. First of all, moving away from the energy, moving away from hiding, moving away from lying. Something like this is involved in your situation. Moving away from a liar, okay? Moving away from somebody who's economic with the truth. Got to pick what side you're on. This is playing out in your situation. You may feel that this is who the King of Wands is to you, but you always have to hold your peace in that situation, because we see you've stayed in this situation, in this dynamic for a while. And maybe you were able to justify it up to a point, but I feel like you're getting to a point, this is really what's going down in the next 48 hours, where you can't really justify it anymore. It's one of those things where it's like, I need to move away from this conflict and from being conflicted inside of myself. I can't hold headspace for this anymore. It's stressing me out. I feel anxious. I feel worried. And to move away from this is protection from the impious, you know? that song came in, anything goes when it comes to hoes, because imping ain't easy. Big imp energy. Yeah, I mean, this is nothing but stress, worry. This will never be what you want it to be. It won't. It won't. No matter what this person says, it will never be what you want it to be. This is games going on here. Ooh. Big game energy. Okay, so can I get a course of action, please? I feel like y'all need a little extra help from the angels, so we're going to bring it in for Water Sign Collective. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What would be the best action for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio to take in this situation? How can they? Okay. Ooh, it flew all the way over on an air pile. That's wild. 4 Wands. Mahasya, God the Savior, rectification, live in peace with everyone. I don't know. Do you make peace with an air sign? Is there a truth you need to speak to an air sign? 4 of Wands is usually an energy of somebody being in alignment with someone. So I don't know if there's, maybe the truth needs to be spoken to an air sign. This could be somebody they were aligned with. Maybe you've kind of been the middle person in this situation here. And it did fly all the way across and covered air, right? There's something that should be dealt with here. Yeah, but you know what? That double D, it's like overrated. Really. It's so overrated. If you really think about it, it's overrated with like everything that it brings with it. It's like it's too bad that people still get sucked into that, because the reality is with this like double D situation is that you know, you stay in like high school BS. That's what happens. Like, who wants that? I don't know. There's something here though. Peace needs to be made with someone. It might be with an air sign or somebody strong air in their chart, somebody that needs to be communicated with, somebody who needs to be put in the loop. I don't know. It flew all the way over here and covered air, okay? And it's interesting because what's on the top of the air pile, we got the Knight of Wands here. There's the fire sign energy. Fire sign, and look at the fire sign was moving away. It's moving away from the cup energy and moving toward air. So maybe there's some connection point here. Maybe there's some connection point here. You need to like let this person know what's going on or something. I don't know, because it's like helps one live in peace with everyone. Maybe it's hard for you to live in peace with what happened here in this situation unless you have a communication with somebody. It could be somebody has strong air in their chart for that to come in. Also lets us know what the communication would be about, just going over the air pile. So the communication would, first of all, communication, because that's what the House of Gemini is all about. It's all about communication. There's some communication that needs to happen here. And then with Libra, we're looking at matters of balance, karma, truth, okay, and also relationships. So there's some truth that needs to be spoken to bring balance in a relationship. It does deal with love relationships. This is karma. It's karma that needs to be cleared. It's work that needs to be done. That's what karma is. It's actions and the work that needs to be done as a result of actions. And then looking at 11th house for Aquarius, this is something that affects your community. This could have been something that happened online. This could be something that's happening in a social circle. All right. Looks like something needs to be dealt with here. And with the 6 of Swords, that brings in a whole other slant on that. With the 6 of, spades coming up in the shadow, this could be somebody thinking like, I'm just going to try to move away from this and just try to escape having to deal with this situation and own my peace. I want to be invisible in this situation because I don't want to have to face the truth. This could be somebody trying to make a getaway from taking accountability. Okay. So that piece there too. A lot of different ways that can play out, collective, but that coming forward very strongly. You both have air. You need to come clean with communication. Interesting. 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 It's interesting because in the air came through as they've been focused on self-healing, and the air came through as the energy that's going to be approached. So it's interesting what came up there. Fire did come in, and there's some kind of truth that comes in for air that brings a tower. It brings a tower, but it's something that's being exposed. It's the delivery of information. So it's interesting. If you haven't been here since the beginning, when you should, after this goes through all the piles, we're heading into the last one now. You should check out the air, because there's a lot of stuff in there that's been that ties into all of this. And of course, you know, we're doing this as part of the Aries Point. So we're also looking at like the chain of manifestation. So this also plays out for all of us in all of the elementals, as those elementals are expressed in our natal chart. So it's important to look at your chart, what's going on in your chart, understanding how these messages for the elementals could be influencing you over the next 48 hours too. Okay, earth energy. I mean, fire's really got its fingers in a lot of pies. Oh, God. Oh, fire's got its fingers in a lot of pies. That just came in. It's so funny the way sometimes the messages come out. I mean, this is the reality that I got here. Fire's got its fingers in a lot of pies. And I say that because for Earth, here we go. Here's fire in the shadow. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming out of the crossroads, looking to take an action, Earth. Looks like you're looking to take an action in the direction of your passions. Okay. And it's coming forward in such a way where you're moving in the shadow. Okay. So I don't understand what's been going on here, but you could be looking to take some kind of action here with a fire sign. There's something sketchy about this person, or there's something sketchy about the way you want to move forward with this person. Something's going on here. That's all you're giving up. You're playing things close to your chest. A lot of this is kind of hidden. Yeah, let's pull out these cards for this pile. Okay. We're going to pull out the occult tarot on this pile. There's something here that needs to be brought to light. So we're going to bring it to light. Bottom of the deck energy, the Hierophant in reverse. That's Taurus energy in reverse. I'm going to turn this upright. Aries teaches astrology, the virtues of the stars and houses of the planets, and how to understand them, transforms men with dignities, finds favor with friends and foes. This is trying to strip a player of their dignity. That's what I got. That's how you're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to move. This might be coming up very strongly for Taurus, those who have Taurus placements, for it to be falling in the earth house. Taurus, what I got, it's coming in so strong for Taurus, but it can be any earth sign, but it's coming up very strongly in association with Taurus, with the Hierophant as a identification card here. I feel like you feel that somebody really played you and you're pissed about it. High likelihood it was a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And you feel like this person is just full of themselves. You feel like they got like a huge ego on them. They feel like they pulled one over on you. And you're not down with it. I feel like you have infiltrated. I feel like you've infiltrated this person's circle. I feel like you have connections with their friends, and you've also made friends with people that don't like this person. And I have this feeling that you're trying to execute some plan you got. I think you've been sitting with this for a while. You want to do something to like strip this person of their dignity. You want to take them down a notch. You got something you're planning here, something you're sitting with. All right, Earth. Oh my gosh. This could be something you're considering taking an action towards a Taurus as well, for Taurus to come in like that. This is revenge energy. This is being angry. This is grudge energy. That's what I got. All right. So let's get a little look at this and see what's coming in here for Earth. What is coming toward Earth sign collective? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. over these next 48 hours. What's coming in for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn over these next 48 hours in relation to this matter? This could be somebody coming towards you too. They don't have the best of intentions, okay? They don't have the best of intentions. They've been holding up for now. Uh, ooh, I got this gotcha energy. What the hell? This person may be coming towards you. You're not expecting this. They don't have good motives though. They're moving in the shadow for sure. This is a player. Maybe they think they can kind of worm their way back in again. I don't know. Like bird just flew by. I think you freed yourself from this situation, but this person is coming around again. What's this about? This is interesting. Do be aware, you know, with the houses, you're going to be looking at Taurus's second house. Virgo is sixth house, and Capricorn is 10th house. 10th house Capricorn, this is significant for some reason for me to feel like I have to bring it in. It's all about your reputation. It's about how others view you. It's also about your brand, okay? Got 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. Ram steals treasures from kings. Ooh, destroys cities and dignities of men. Again with the dignities of men. Tells of things past, present, and future. Causes love between friends and foes. So you feel like, Earth Sign Collective, you feel like this person caused problems maybe between you and a friend, you in a social circle, pitted you against people, maybe put you in a competitive dynamic. You want to blow the cover on this. You want to tell all. That's what I got. Big tell all energy. Big fuck around find out energy. You don't care. You know, you want to destroy this person's little carefully constructed lie that's pulled in a lot of people and made a really messy situation. Oh my gosh. Sentience. That's what I got. Queen of Wands, though. For some of you, this is dealing with the other woman, or you were the other woman. Because Queen of Wands coming up in relation to this. This means this person, you know, there's a reason why they feel like they come towards you. Queen of Wands, Paimon, teaches arts and sciences, tells anything one desires to know, gives dignities, can make any man subject to one's demands, gives good familiars. That's a little witchy energy. Gives dignities. Maybe that's how you're reeling him in. Oh, that's sneaky. Maybe that's how you're reeling him in. You're making him believe that you have respect for him, that you're on the same page. Oh, it's a setup. Earth, what is going on with the Earth Sign Collective? What's coming towards the Earth Sign Collective? What's coming towards the Earth Sign Collective? I don't know. Are you trying to get receipts? That's why you're being friendly towards this person? I don't know. What's coming up for Earth Sign Collective? You got somebody coming towards you. They're player energy. It's somebody you don't trust. And you're kind of like, it's almost like, but I'm picking up this vibe like you're both trying to get back at each other. It's got that vibe. You through more being, more mastering the situation from an emotionally manipulative, like maybe using like sexuality or enticement and trying to give this person the impression that you're on the same page. But it's got setup energy to it. And them on a whole other level. It's got get back. I got like the big payback is what I just heard in my head. James Brown, the big payback. Listen to that song. There's something in that song that's going to reveal something to you. The big payback. That's what I feel. I feel like you're trying to get back at each other. There's some kind of like tit for tat kind of energy going on here. What's going on with this? What's coming up for Earth Sign Collective? This person's coming towards you. Okay, this person's going to be coming towards you. There's something that goes down in relation to this person. over the next 48 hours. This is coming in. Woo, and it covers both air and fire. Really wild. Okay, crossing influence. Strength, fine. This potentially could be a Leo, okay, for that fire energy to come in. Somebody who has Leo strongly aspected in their chart. Strength, fine. Builds towers or destroys stone walls, causes rough waters, finds witches. Ooh, this person thinks you've done some workings against them. And they're ready to fight fire with fire. That's what I got. There might be sort of like some kind of agreements going on here. This person might want you to just keep what happened on the down low, not talk about it, shut your mouth. There might be some kind of even like them trying to sweeten the pot or like make some kind of compromise or, you know, offer some kind of arrangement or something, you know, for, I got like hush money. Maybe that's how you're kind of getting revenge on this person. That's a little extortive. I don't know. You may like demand that this person give you something in order for you to keep quiet. I don't know. It's coming in with Six of Swords, travels the world over in an instant and brings anything anywhere, gives the truth about thefts and hidden treasures, willing to do anything one commands. I think this is a situation where two people maybe didn't make the best choices and they each have something on the other, something that could compromise the other. And so it's sort of like a kiss up kind of arrangement. Like, we can do this the nice way, or we can do this the hard way. Because I got shit on you just like you got shit on me. So how are we going to work this out? That's what I got. I think that's what's coming towards you. How are we going to work this out? This is somebody you've dealt with in the past. There's past connection here. Okay. There's also big Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius and Leo energy both here really strongly. I'm noticing that because the lion is riding a horse. Horse is very Sagittarian. There's also this combination of this person could have both fire and air in their chart. It could be a Sagittarius that has not only Sagittarius, but also air sign energy in their chart. I'm saying that because of the Pegasus here. Yeah, this is a person like they're coming for your head in that case. You moved away from this person. You moved away from this person with the Six of Swords. You headed off in another direction. This person is raging for order. They got something on you. They do. They got something on you. They got something on you. I got that because you notice that this character is the one who has the head in their hands. They got something on you. They can give the truth about thefts and what's been hidden. And they're using that to their advantage. They got something they want you to do for them, and they're going to hold you to it. And they're going to hold that over your head. You're going to have strength to overcome this situation. It's interesting because it's almost like this mirroring of this energy that was in the water sign collective. It's sort of like you got to beat this person to the punch. You got to beat this person to the punch. You know, whatever they're holding over you, you got to come up and out with it, and then they don't have power anymore. They lose their bargaining chip. Feels like some kind of compromising situation. I want more information on that for you all. So what we're going to pull out here is this could have something to do with a house, something that's caused division in a house. Okay, and something that could be connected to travel as well. Travel and a house are both connected here. Maybe you're at a distance from this individual. Look, boom, somebody's on the attack here. Somebody's on the attack, and it's the feminine that's on the attack with that praying mantis energy. She's looking to create chaos and dissension. But look, just what I was talking about. There's something here about we need to make a deal, the handshake, to keep this quiet. We know what happened between us back there. But in order for there not to be any further chaos with that 5 energy, We need to cut a deal with each other. I believe it has something to do with money. Money. I'm getting that money. There's something here. It's connected to a house, something strange going on with a house. Maybe something that's causing arguments in a house. If this has been some kind of third party situation, it might be causing arguments or problems or division between people that are living together. There's a travel piece here too. This could be somebody that's at a distance. Yep. And this person is going to reach out to you. Fire is going to reach out to you. Better the devil, you know. Fire is going to reach out to you. Look for some kind of message to come in. All right. They want to strike up some kind of deal. Like, we got to be loyal to each other in this situation by not revealing things, you know, not revealing this sneaking around what's been happening behind the scenes, this secret. There's something like that here. Okay. With the fox energy, big fox in the hen house energy, that I feel like you're ready to like crow on the rooftops about it. You're ready to wake some people up with the truth. All right. I feel like, I feel like what's at the heart of this though is like this is some kind of addictive, kind of connection here with the heart coming in with illness. All right. There's some kind of addictive quality happening in this connection. Give me one on this. I mean, that was all just bottom of the deck that came in with that. Okay. Give some clarity. What's the best way for earth sign energy to deal with this situation over the next 48 hours? Or illuminate what they can't see in this situation for them, so they know what's really going on here in the next 48 hours for earth sign collective, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Make things very clear for them. That's an interesting piece. For some of you, you know that fire is about to make some kind of offer toward air, and yet you know that there's something that air doesn't know. And it's got like a kill two birds with one stone kind of energy to it. Almost like you want to like, interesting. I feel like that's almost your way of feeling like you're teaching both of them a lesson. If you air this truth, it's sort of like it outs fire, but it also like it hurts air. What the hell? I don't know why why water and earth has been coming up like this lately. I don't know if it's just because of, what's going on with the Scorpio South Node. I could see that with water, but well, I guess that makes sense because water is holding down the South Node, which is the shadow, with that Scorpio South Node, and then earth is holding that North Node position with the Taurus North Node. That makes sense, I guess, because it's sort of like there's going to be a lot of concentration of energies there since it affects the collective as a whole. And a lot of people are trying to, come to a place of understanding their worth, their value, what has true meaning, all of this kind of energy. Wow. Come on. Not wanting to talk now, huh? No, I'll get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm going in. All right, I'll bring the angels in. The angels will get through that firewall. Block. Fire's like, no, don't tell Earth how to handle this situation. Don't give them insight. Five of Pentacles. Fire's like, no, deny. Five of Pentacles, the forbearing God, patience, reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. It's like deny. Five of Pentacles is about lack, not having. Don't give them insight. Don't give them this knowledge. That's pretty funny. No. We got to have everything on the table. We know this is important with authenticity showing up. Everything needs to be on the table. It's important. It's important, especially at this juncture, all right? Especially at this juncture. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Mental force protects against sorrows and illness. Yeah, I think that there's like kind of this intention that's being put forward about, it's better to make an agreement and keep things secret because what people don't know won't hurt them. But I think that's a bunch of BS. What do you have to tell Earth Sign Collective about this? Who does all woo? What do you? Oh my God, Ted, you crack me up. What do you have to tell Earth Sign Collective angels? What do they need to know about this situation? What's the right course of action for them to take? What is it that they can't see about this situation? All right. Now that went onto water. Okay. So this might be something emotionally that needs to be looked at. The Lovers, Haniom, joy of God. Joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples, removes negative energy. Removes negative energy. So maybe this is really about where you're kind of dealing with a situation where there's some kind of hidden element and you feel slighted, and maybe this person has moved on. This could be like sort of processing old stuff for you, Earth Sign Collective. Maybe you dealt with a situation where you're seeing somebody that it didn't work out between you and you two, moving on with somebody new. Maybe you're seeing this other person get an opportunity that you felt should have been yours in some cases. This might be why you're kind of wanting to like reveal certain truths or expose things because it allows you to kind of get back at this person, but also there's like a little animosity towards the person they're heading towards, because you wanted that to be your opportunity. Might be a little bit of that coming in. This can play out many ways too. It doesn't just have to be like in romantic relationship. This could be a business opportunity, just something that you feel should have been yours and it like passed you by, or you felt rejected in some way, and you're seeing this opportunity go to someone else, or you're seeing this person go towards somebody else, and there's like this anger about it because you feel like in your situation you were really like mistreated, like this person played games with you, they weren't honest, they wasted their time, or this opportunity, it feels like you felt like the chips were stacked against you, and you have some personal sense of like frustration, anger, unfairness about it. And then it makes you want to like, you have the tendency to want to lash out about it or somehow bring forward a truth, maybe under the guise of saying it's important for the truth to be known, but you might be partially inspired to take that action actually because you know that it can cause some damage. It could sabotage an opportunity. It could also ruin that opportunity for the other person. I just got that. This is about really removing the negative energy from a situation. The Lovers has to do with a choice. Is there really going to be satisfaction in that? I think you're weighing this out. But I do feel like you have somebody coming forward towards you that's trying to get you in a place of agreement. It's just sort of like, I got big, like, let sleeping dogs lie kind of energy. Let's make a deal about this. And there could be the desire because of anger over how things went down for you in this situation or with this person, where you don't want to be accommodating and you don't want to just keep quiet about it and you don't want to like work it out because you know that if that would be the easiest thing that's going to bring the most happiness, but potentially seeing that happiness go toward another person, or somebody else being on the receiving end of that opportunity that brings happiness. And there's, the tempting, piece about, really revealing what happened back there. And telling yourself that you're doing that from a place of, well, this is what I should do, I should tell this truth, I should bring this forward, but maybe doing it really in a way that you're hoping to harm or sabotage an opportunity, looking to cause somebody some hurt or make the opportunity not feel as good to that person and receiving it because they realize that it's not such a great opportunity. Now, some of you feel like this person that's been playing these games, they are the, common denominator in this situation. They're the ones producing negativity, and you want to get this person's energy out of the sphere of this situation because it's causing division between you and other people you care about. All right. So this is something only you can really weigh up. With the Lovers, with that being a major arcana, that only you can make that choice. This is something that's fated. You were meant to be put in this position. And the choice you make can greatly affect how things will turn out. And I feel like you got some important choice to make at this time. And for you, and it makes sense with that Taurus North Node, it has something to do with compromises. Do you really want to make this compromise? And if you are making a compromise, on what basis and what is it really about? There's something that needs to be looked at here, and it involves balancing out shadow and light. Okay, pretty heavy, man. I'm going to pull out the Halloween Oracle to just get an overarching theme for the entire collective. And I think I'll do a super awesome future card too, just holding the energy for all of us over this weekend that we have coming up here over these next 48 hours, just to see what the focus is going to be for the collective as a whole over the next 48 hours. What's coming in for the collective over the next 48 hours? What's coming toward the collective over the next 48 hours? What's coming toward the collective over the next 48 hours? Which reminds me, for the bonus read for the 3 signs that had the highest views for March's reading series that I was using as a gauge, and I can't remember what those signs are off the top of my head, but I do have them written down. I decided what read I'm bringing in for you all for your bonus read, and I'll be bringing it in tomorrow for you. And that read is going to be who's coming towards you and why. You're the only 3 signs that will receive that read, and you were the highest views for the March reading series. So I will go ahead and put a post about that on the community board tonight. So you signs can have a heads up and be on the lookout for that. I thought that would be kind of a fun one to do, because when people are coming towards you, it's not always because of romance. So, you all are getting that bonus read, and to whichever signs those were, the top 3, thank you for showing up and showing out. I'll give you a proper shout out on the community board. Okay. So just stay tuned. All right. Collective, overarching theme for the collective over this weekend. Overarching theme for the collective over this weekend about what's coming toward us and what we need to keep in mind, what's coming toward the collective. All right. Here, and I want to get a super awesome future card too. So we can look at them at the same time. All right. What's coming in for the collective over the next 48 hours? What's coming in for the collective over the next 48 hours? What's on deck this weekend for the collective? What's coming toward the collective this weekend? How can they best receive it? What do they need to know about what's coming toward them? Okay. A kiss up. Okay. This is an overarching theme of this weekend. Whatever is coming towards you collective, there's some kind of kiss up element involved. Okay. What's coming toward the collective over the next 48 hours? It's so funny how that just came in. After I brought in that specific phrase, that's hilarious. What's coming up for the collective over the next 48 hours? What's coming up for the collective over the next 48 hours? Who's coming towards the collective? What's coming towards the collective? What situations are going to be presented to the collective over the next 48 hours? Ooh. Because of what's been coming in, you're getting your keys, okay? Remember, this came in on one of our reads. It was a few reads back, okay? A few days back, that we needed to pay a lot of attention whenever keys show up. There is an opportunity coming forward this weekend. It's to open up a new door of opportunity, all right? You need to be alive to this. This is an important message. I get that there's several options, okay, with all these keys. There's several options about how to step into this opportunity. And this is something hidden. This is something that you have to sort out. It's a bit of your personal riddle work, okay? One of these doors opens up something that aligns you with your purpose, is something that's going to build the foundation of your future. It will likely involve another person with that two energy. There's something you're coming into alignment with, and this is sort of like the foundation of your way forward, your new chapter. But what I'm getting is there's many different ways that you could step into this opportunity. And some of these ways could actually work to your detriment, and some could be to your advantage. So I feel like there's going to be clarification about this with this card. Night song, hidden talents. There's the cardinal. I love that the cardinal comes in at the end of our journey, because the cardinal was one of the totems that opened up our whole journey. All right. So we come full circle. I also think that there's some kind of talent you have, and maybe it's something you've kept undercover. It's something that hasn't had a lot of exposure. It's something that people aren't really aware of, a side of you, something that opens up a door of opportunity for you. This is going to take that hidden talent and sort of showcase it. All right. So you're getting some opportunity to open up a door that's going to allow you to, take what you've kind of hidden. Maybe you've had it under wraps for a while. Maybe you've been working on something behind the scenes, or maybe you just haven't had a lot of exposure for this talent of yours. It's something unique to you. It's something unique to you. You're being given an opportunity to step through this door. But there's lots of different ways that you could take this opportunity, and some of these ways could compromise you. That's what I got. This is about really knowing your value. Before you step into an opportunity, it's about really knowing your value and really considering, is there compromises in regard to this? I also think you have a hidden talent to be able to see an opportunity where most people would see nothing but like a disaster. I got that kind of energy. Like whatever is coming towards you, and we see that there's, some conflict elements involved in what's coming towards people across the board, right? So some people could kind of like look down on this situation, or they might feel like it's not really an opportunity, or that you would be compromised in going for this because they just feel like the door is not even worth opening. But I feel like you have some kind of deeper insight into this situation. You know that there's a way to salvage something from this situation. I feel there is some kind of, there's something hidden in this situation, and your ability to be able to see that hidden gift in the situation, or the potential in that situation. It's a bit of a talent of yours. Some of you may have a lot of just natural psychic insight. You're able to see things that other people aren't able to see, and so this is really about you sort of like trusting that sight, trusting your awareness in this situation. And because you have that insight, not paying attention to like what other opportunities people think you need to be going for. You know, maybe people have a lot of ideas about what the best way to move forward is for you, but you know, there's only one door you really want to open. And maybe there's something that's a little tricky about opening this door, but I think that you got what it takes, you know? You got what it takes. If anybody can take on this opportunity, you can. I just heard take on me, aha, come through. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. Take on me. I think that's the energy. Somebody's asking you, will you take me on? It's up to you, collective. And I'll see you tomorrow evening for the Aries Point. Tomorrow evening, we will be doing the journeying for soul retrieval. I will open it up with a discussion of the process, and then I'm going to actually lead you through that process. So, those of you who are going to go through that, ready yourself. If you want to bring your energy into that in a focused way, even if you're not going through soul retrieval, you want to hold space for the rest of the collective who's going to be journeying in that way, and you just want to hold a lot of like love and support around them, you might want to bring a candle in for tomorrow evening. Okay. um, I'm really looking forward to bringing this piece in, and it's going to be very complete. It's also something you can just take in if you want and kind of go through a meditative space with it and use it for other purposes, which I'll outline all of that for you. Okay. But for those of you who are going to go on that ride, you got the ticket, you're going to go for that ride. I encourage you tonight to just, you know, sort of ready yourself, steady yourself for doing that work. And I will see you tomorrow evening. All right. And during the day, I'll be bringing in the bonus read. I'll be bringing in the bonus read for those 3 signs that had the highest views for the March reading series. And I'll announce that on the community board. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for dropping in. And see you tomorrow.